Okay, so I hope, but I think it's ready. Hello everyone, and welcome to Saturday. I have spent the last week trying to move files from this computer to this computer, but also, in addition to moving files, it's double checking everything I have installed. Like, oh yeah, that's right, I need that. Okay, installing it. Oh hey, that's right, I use that application. Okay, making sure I install it. Oh yeah, that's right, that's a plugin that I need, and that plugin is something that requires a license, so I have to go through my email, and I found it. Oh, okay, now I'll apply the license. Oh, it says I've already installed it on too many computers. Oh God. All right, well, how do I deactivate the license if I'm not even using the computer? Oh, I have to download the special program that deactivates licenses. Oh, okay, I guess I'll do that. It's been a journey. Actually, one of those instances was fun. There was a plugin that I had for Final Cut to do tracking, which is not natively built into Final Cut. Although it's natively built into Motion, and you can use Motion plugins in... whatever, it doesn't matter. So that's it's a plugin I haven't used in a while. And I think I stopped using it because it broke at some point, and I couldn't figure out how to fix it, and it wasn't worth the time to like look into why it wasn't working. Because you may recall, actually, some time ago, whenever we did vlog titles, they were actually tracked to an element or the person saying them or whatever. And then that kind of just stopped one day. Yeah, that stopped because of, I think I had to update Final Cut for some reason, and then the plugin broke, and then I was like, I couldn't get the plugin to work, and I was like, whatever, and then I stopped doing it. That's the reason. But now that I've reinstalled everything from scratch, I went and got that plugin, and the fun thing with that plugin was that it was like, hey, you have this installed on 2 computers. One of them was my Hackintosh, and I was like, oh God. And that one in particular, like, there was nothing that I could see, probably short of emailing the company, that I could do to, like, deactivate the Hackintosh one. I would have to pull the Hackintosh out of the closet and install that program on it that would then allow it to deauthenticate. So I put that on my to-do list because at some point I should probably do that. In the meantime, I deauthenticated the MacBook Pro. But, like, that was a pain. That was a pain. So, Yeah. So it's been a process. I don't have literally everything moved over yet. I wish I did. But I have enough now that I have been working on this. I have been cutting on it. And I took the time today to get all of my mouse stuff set up, to go through and do all of my keyboard shortcuts, because keyboard shortcuts are super important too. Just going through and getting everything set up basically exactly as I need it to run at full efficiency. And I did pretty good. Also, tonight was game night because it's Saturday night, and we couldn't record anything because I didn't have that stuff set up. But I did use tonight to kind of do like a faux setup. I got all the programs installed necessary to do that. There's a really great macOS program called Audio Hijack, and there's another one called Loopback, both created by a company called Rogue Amoeba that make great audio software for macOS. Like, oh my God, it's so good and so perfect. And it feels like it's designed by Apple. Like, it has just the same level of polish and detail that a lot of the first-party applications have. It works great, does everything I need it to, and I had to get that downloaded and installed on the computer. So I did that, and I put in all my settings, and we basically didn't record, but we set up everything as if we were going to record. And it's ready for next week as a result. So that's good. That also required setting up the audio interface, which I did. And then, trying to think what else I did. Oh, and then to cap it all off, the last thing I'm doing tonight, as I go to bed, is I've plugged up Time Machine. So Time Machine, from a fresh disk, from a reformatted disk, is backing up everything. So I'll finally have that. And I needed that. Like, I haven't started to remove anything from the MacBook Pro because I wanted to make sure that I had everything and then also had a duplicate of it, backup. So it's probably going to take, with as much stuff as on the disk, it'll probably take a day or two to fully back up. And then I'll feel a little more comfortable about getting rid of stuff. Eventually what I'm going to do is I'm going to wipe the MacBook completely. The next macOS is coming out soon, Big Sur. And I'll probably wipe that and put Big Sur on it, and then I'll be able to play around with that. Like I said, there's still files to move over, so it's still going to be kind of a work in progress, but I have everything at this point necessary to work very efficiently, and I'm really happy about that. Photoshop, Final Cut and Photoshop, I'm good. All the other stuff that I would need. One of the things that's a kind of a pain is that one of the changes that Apple made to iTunes, which is no longer known as iTunes, now it's just music, because iTunes is getting bloated, so they split it up into separate apps, is that you can't have separate libraries. It used to be that you had all of your music basically in a folder with a library file, and you could essentially have like multiple libraries. You would just load them in whenever you wanted to change libraries, and that's actually what I did here. I had all my personal music, and then I had a separate library for royalty-free music that we use in vlogs and streams, etc. Now, because you can't load in multiple libraries, I'm just doing only royalty-free music, and then I'm just going to use Spotify, because that's what I use anyway. It's just I hadn't had a chance to get everything from my personal library into Spotify yet. So because of that, I may leave the MacBook up for a little while longer than I thought. And literally the only thing it would be used for is going through my personal music and making sure that the thing that I want to listen to is in Spotify. So that at some point, if I want to listen to personal music, I'll just do it on the iMac. Is that really stupid? It's pretty stupid. Could I get around it if I just used like music and some other app? Yeah. But then that's just additional bloat that I really don't want to deal with. And it's really not even that important to me, but I'm working through it. But the big news is that as of today, I've got basically all the crap on here that I need. I'm sure I'll probably run into a few little things that are like tiny use cases that I'll need an additional app. But for the most part, everything's ready to go. I haven't dealt with my dock, though. My dock still has all the stock crap on it. It's like, hey, do you need an app for contacts? No, I don't. To be honest, I don't even use the dock much because I launch everything from Spotlight. Maybe this would be an era where I just have the dock hidden all the time. Maybe I'll work like that for a while and see if that's a good fit for me. And give me a little more screen real estate too. All right, that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. It's been a week, man. It's been a week. I'm looking forward to getting back on the train of working hard and getting stuff out. Not tomorrow because I'm taking tomorrow off, but Monday. Next week should probably be, fingers crossed, full of releases. And I also have to record more Morning Mario next week, so that means I'll get a chance to try out this whole thing. We'll see how that goes. Hopefully well. Let's meet back tomorrow, shall we?